Good evening from the Tamandaya Hockey Stadium for the final game on day one. And it will see India taking on Malaysia. And we're just going to have some messages from our sponsors, and then we'll be able to bring you all of the action from this match.
The home of Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. In fact, Curtin is recognised globally for providing courses with a practical focus, where students learn the skills to graduate career ready. Ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide, Curtin's innovative, exciting campus and learning environment offers an experience to last a lifetime. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
Do you love hockey as much as we do? At the Field Hockey label, our vision is to dress up hockey. Whether playing, training, or simply casual wear away from the pitch, the Field Hockey label supplies high-quality match and training attire. Long-sleeve tops and supporter wear, such as puffer jackets and track pants, polo shirts, and even business shirts. All of the Field Hockey label's gear can be custom-made to include club and sponsor logos, player names, and team numbers. The Field Hockey label, where if you love hockey like we love hockey, we guarantee you'll always feel the best dressed.
The home of Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
Welcome back to the Tamandaya Hockey Stadium. The final match on day one of the 2019 Sultan of Johor Cup. India, who've won the title twice in 2013 and 2014, looking to get their winning ways, get off to winning way, while Malaysia, the host nation, the first winners in 2011, are looking also to get a win in their opening game to give themselves a hope of being there at the end of the week in amongst the medals. We're going to turn our attention to the team lineups now, and first up it will be the team lineup for India. Well, if we look at the lineup for India, there's some good experience in their team. If you look, they have Gusabajit wearing number 71, who has played for the Indian national team. Also in the national team, or has been certainly around there, is Shilanand Lakra wearing number 99. But players that I think they've got to look out for, Dilpreet, who again is an international player with the Indian senior team, and Maninda wearing number 13. If we turn our attention to the Malaysian lineup, well, Malaysia again, they've got some internationals amongst their lineup as well. They have Arif Ishak wearing number 3, made his debut at the Sultan Azlan Shah Cup earlier this year. And number 10, Akimullah, is just come back from the tour of Europe where he scored some goals for the national team. His confidence is high. And another key player will be Shelo Silverius, who of course is the captain in this tournament. India are coached by BJ Karyappa, and we have the coach for Malaysia, Zaini Nur Saiful. Our umpires for this match are Sean Rappaport from South Africa, and joining him are Alex Fedzenchuk from Scotland. Well, we will pause shortly for the national anthems of both teams. And first up will be the national anthem of India. And now we will have the national anthem of Malaysia. Not surprisingly, there's a good reception for the Malaysian players, and a good crowd has turned up as well to see Malaysia in action, and they will be looking to try and get the result they can in this opening game. It will be a tough match, there's no doubt about that. India are a team that have really done well at the Sultan of Johor Cup over the years. They've played in more finals than anybody else. They've won twice in 2013 and 14. They lost in the final in 2012, 15 and 2018. Whereas Malaysia, well, they won in 2011 when they defeated India, and they lost the final to India in 2013. So it's a long time since Malaysia's contested the gold medal match. Will it be their year? 2019. In fact, the last win that Malaysia had against India in this tournament was in that final in 2011. I'm Ashley Morrison, looking forward to sharing all of the action with you today and for the rest of the tournament. Thanks to our sponsors, Griffin, in the game since 1983, with the field hockey label, which again is for playing, training, leisure wear. That is field hockey specific. There's only one field hockey label. MyGo, the new transportation option here in Malaysia. And Curtin University, ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide, based on the academic ranking of World Universities 2019. Well, it will be Malaysia to get us underway in this final match. Malaysia in the all-white, India in the all-blue. Talking to both coaches, they feel they've got a stronger squad of players in 2019 than they had in 2018. The proof, of course, will be in the pudding at the end of the week. As the whistle goes, we're underway. Who will draw first blood? It's been such a great tournament for these teams in preparation for major tournaments like the Junior Asia Cup and the Junior World Cup. Raj's team had a wonderful 2014 Junior World Cup after they'd done well over here in 2013. And then, of course, India were successful after winning here. So it has been a really good breeding ground for talented youngsters. Comes wide now to Mandeep Moore for India. Just played off the stick. And over the side it goes off Akimullah. Akimullah, who has again excelled at junior level, has just found it a little bit harder stepping up to senior level. Made his debut at the Sultan Aslan Shah Cup, played in the Hockey Series finals, didn't get a goal in the Hockey Series finals, but he's just come back from Europe where he scored 3 goals in 9 games, including 2 against the Netherlands. So his confidence is sky high at the moment. Good deflection away at the top of the circle from Arif Ishak. Ishak, another player, made his debut at the Sultan Aslan Shah Cup. India looking to play quickly. That was a wonderful tackle. And coming back and obstructing was Dilpreet. Dilpreet actually, I think, did not believe the ball had been taken away from him. Dilpreet, of course, had a really good tournament here a few years ago, was the leading goal scorer in 2017 with 9 goals. Didn't play 2018 as Malaysia looked to get around the back along the baseline. Played it square, it's rebounded off the keeper. India pull it clear. Brilliant run, though, along the baseline coming from Mohammad Mamat. India quite confident to play the ball along the back line. Mandeep Moore, the captain. As the noise level really picks up, the Malaysians here in Johor Bahru, they love their hockey. They love coming down to the Tamandaya Hockey Stadium and supporting their team. It's just a shame the football team is in the final of the Malaysia Cup at the weekend, so they will miss the final. It's a very good pass, picked out well by Gersabajit. Silence in the crowd, it's laid back. Wonderful turn across the face of goal it goes. Gersabajit again involved. 2 balls on the pitch, so one's dispatched by Hamiz Ahir, the goalkeeper for Malaysia. So Malaysia, it was interesting talking to the coach, Saiful Zaini. He was saying, having played obviously himself for Malaysia from 1985 to 2000, that he can't believe how few Chinese and Indian players they're seeing in the game in the junior ranks now, and he wants to see more of them because they bring something special. Lovely little run from Shilanand Lakra. And a card straight away issued, the first one of the match, a green card to Malaysia. So they will be down to 10 for the next couple of minutes. Stepping forward now, Mandeep Moore, the captain. Takes a touch and then into the circle it goes. Ricochets wide. Good defense from Mohammad Ishak. Long corner. Just went over the baseline, out wide and letting that one run. It'll be another long corner. They're inching their way infield along the 23-meter line. Comes to Mandeep Moore, helps it down the line. Good run towards the baseline. Very good defense, though, coming across from Mohammad Ishak. Another long corner to India. Ball again played back to the captain, this time by Maninda. Into the circle it goes. Good, strong defending from Malaysia. They got the chance to counter-attack now. Just dropping the ball, and it was just left behind, unfortunately, for Shella Silverius, the captain. Couldn't get on the end of that, and it's just a little bit narrow, the runs that were made out of defence for Malaysia. They needed to just try and stretch the defence. They just ran straight up the middle, which made it a lot easier for India to defend. wide now to Sanjay. Oh dear, mistake at the back, and that's allowed the chance for Sudeep to go around the back. Sudeep wins the free hit, coming across now as Meninda. Meninda self-passes. Meninda's going to keep possession for India. He was determined to get on the end of that. Got it back to Mandeep Moore. Played infield now, and Yashdeep involved. Pratap Lakra had to just lay the ball back. India's facing a wall of white shirts at the moment. Malaysia's defence holding firm. That was another good block, and free hit though goes India's way. Into the circle it goes. Good deflection in that central role. And look at the pace coming out of defence. There's a chance now if they can move it quickly. Shafiq goes back, and it's now with Hafizi Zainuddin. Good pass forward again, managing to pick out Shafiq Hassan. Lovely little turn now from Hafizi again. Forced towards the sideline. He's kept the ball in well. Managed to find a foot of an Indian player, so free hit to Malaysia. Just outside the 23. Yeah, and just moving the ball back outside means they can play it directly into the circle if they wish to. They've chosen not to. Comes wide now to Iskander Zainal. Across the face of goal, what a finish! Well, it was hammered in, and it was a brilliant finish in the end. Well, it was a really powerful ball in by Shirman. And Malaysia have taken the lead in, well, early in this match. The clock has just stopped on the scoreboard. So we're probably about the 7th minute by my estimations. And that is a really good start for Malaysia, and they will be over the moon. There was absolutely nothing that the goalkeeper for India could do. Prashant Chauhan. Mohamed Mamat with the goal. He was in a really good position, low down at the front post. So India will be frustrated. They'd had most of the possession, most of the attacking, and really the first attack Malaysia have had, they score. Well, that's just what the crowd wanted, certainly. They want to see their team win locally. And this will be a test for these young guns of India. Sultan of Johor Cup 2018. India won 2-1 in that game. Close affair. They've played 10 matches in recent times. We go all the way back to 2012, including the Junior Asia Cup. India's won 7, Malaysia 1, and there have been 2 draws. Certainly in recent times, since 2013, Indian hockey has been on the rise, and Malaysia, they've just sort of been treading water, is probably the fairest way to describe it. Good chance to break forward, and now Akimullah stopped at the edge of the circle. Penalty corner conceded. Pratap Lakra, the culprit. And it's high fives time for Malaysia. Well, if they can get a second here, that will really make it interesting. And there's no reason why they shouldn't. They have some powerful penalty corner converters. Drag flickers. Arif Ishak is one who is very powerful. He's waiting already in position at the top of the circle. Amirul Azahar has made his way to the baseline to inject. Akimullah is at the second battery, and my feeling is Arif Ishak, it goes to him, flicks, goes straight into the first runner, but it's rebounded back. Good advantage played by the umpire. Malaysia have a second goal. and it was really quick reactions to fire that one home. And Malaysia, what a start they've had. They will be over the moon. Fired home that time was Hafizi Zainuddin. So Malaysia, what a start. This is just what their coach would have wanted. He said he had a better side in 2019, and they've started superbly in this match. Now this will be now a test for India. So one penalty corner, one goal. The first penalty corner of the tournament as well.
The goal was scored for Team Malaysia by player wearing jersey number 7, Muhammad Hafizi Zainuddin.
So India now on the attack. Play to the baseline, looking to slap that one into the circle. Ricochets top of the circle. Brought under control in the end by Meninda. Meninda weaves his way in, tries a shot on the reverse. Missed it. Another good tackle by Malaysia, and just running down the same channels at the moment. A little bit of a mix-up there. Stolen away. Now it's Dilpreet. Dilpreet, oh dear, he didn't get the purchase on the ball he wanted. Loses possession. Lovely little touch by Akimullah. Akimullah will get the free hit. And I think Malaysia, the way they're playing at the moment, they don't want this quarter to end. Meninda intercepts that brilliantly, lays the ball back, but it's a little bit of trouble because he's had to go all the way back into the corner. And Jinachandra has had to play it out, given possession away. Top of the circle, Akimullah trying to turn, coming across. Good defensive work from Mandeep Moore, the captain. And a good pass out of defence, Yashdeep. Yashdeep now will play it square, but there's nobody in that space. It was miles ahead of his teammate. The drums are beating here in Johor Bahru. Malaysia off to a flyer. Intercepted by Rahul. Now that was a bad challenge coming back to give away the free hit from Mahibuddin. So Malaysia again in their defensive line. Go to the air. And yep, the defender just holding his position. Good work from Jinachandra. Oh, lovely skills. Just absolutely left Muhammad Mamat just tackling air. Brilliant from Sharda. Both of these teams have such skillful players. And of course, it makes an absolute spectacle when they play each other and they give each other that space and the freedom. Difference is when they come up against teams that are a little bit more physical. I have to say, my personal view is I'd like to see some of the physicality go out of the game so we can see some of the wonderful skills of these players. That's just my personal preference. India playing him from the side. You just wonder what their coach, BJ Karyappa, is going to have to say to them at the first break. He's going to have to tighten up the defence, that's one thing for sure. Suman Beck making his way down the sideline. Wins another free hit. Sanjay goes back to Suman. Again, look at the speed at which Malaysia are closing down. Shafiq Hassan, the man doing the work in the forward line. Of course, the big test is fitness. They're going to have to back up tomorrow. And it is, again, getting a little bit humid here tonight. Suman Beck, a little bit of space for him. Great pass into the circle, go India. Brilliant intercept as Sanjay tried to feed the ball into just in front of the penalty spot. Brilliant defence by Malaysia. Here they come again, trying to cut in field though. That time was Abdur Rauf. Now breaking forward is Dilpreet. Dilpreet. It's such a good tournament here a couple of years ago. Resulted in his promotion to the national side. Still only 19 years of age. Sharda just releases the ball out wide. Pratap. Again, using the width of the pitch well. India trying to cut in from the right-hand side, and Mohammad Ishaq commits a foul on Dilpreet. Pratap Lakra goes back now, and Dinachandera into the circle it goes, and good defensive play from Malaysia, and in particular Iskandar Zainal carried it out wide. He's still got possession, looks for the foot. Great stick work, still in possession, and then it goes over the sideline off Maninda. Just a wonderful atmosphere here at the Tamandaya Hockey Stadium. Mohammad Ishaq tried to just play that down the line. It's gone out of play. Sanjay comes back in from the left-hand side. Pratap Lakra. And the hooter goes as just trying to make his way forward was Ravichandra. And it is the end of the first quarter, and it's been a really good one for Malaysia. Mohamed Mamat opening the scoring in the 8th minute with a field goal, and then Hafizi Zainuddin converting a penalty corner as it rebounded back to him, means that at the first break it is India 0, Malaysia 2.
Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. In fact, Curtin is recognised globally for providing courses with a practical focus, where students learn the skills to graduate career ready. Ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide, Curtin's innovative, exciting campus and learning environment offers an experience to last a lifetime. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
Well, Malaysian players coming out first, and not surprisingly, they're ready to go. They're raring at the moment. Malaysia fired up for this match. The crowd down below us drumming away and singing in unison. The ultras from Johor's football team getting the crowd going. Great scenes. So Malaysia just waiting for the whistle to get the second quarter underway. Malaysia, the only team to have played in every single edition of the Sultan of Johor Cup. Get this second quarter underway. It's thrown wide into the air, and thumbs up given, but unfortunately couldn't be brought down by Sirman. You can just see where the scoreboard is, that far side. We've been told that a new stand will be erected on that side in the next 6 months. And that will be because Johor Bahru will be hosting the Malaysian Games. So this stadium is going to get a bit of an upgrade, which is just great news for this tournament, because it'll mean it'll just be an even better venue for people to enjoy. We're in the main stand at the moment, which is already a very good place to watch hockey from as India come forward now. Sanjay just forced over the side. He'll play it in from the side now. Self passes, just dinking the ball forward. Good skills to get the ball back to Sanjay, and unbelievable penalty corner. Shilanand Lakra, he did really well there to win India their first penalty corner. He had 3 Malaysian players around him, somehow managed to get the pass back to Sanjay, and then got the return pass as well. Well, India have a wealth of options from penalty corners. Gursabajit makes his way down to the baseline. He will inject. Waiting at the top of the circle, we have Pratap Lakra. And alongside him, the captain, Mandeep Moore. I'm sure Mandeep is saying, I'm the captain, I'm going to pull us level. In fact, they go to Pratap. Pratap looks to slip it wide. On the reverse stick, what a finish. And no, it's not a goal. Well, they thought they'd got it. And not given for a second. Dilpreet was very quick to actually wave his hand and say, no, 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 no. So very honest from Dilpreet. Started his hockey at the age of 7 in a village in Batala. Watched all the way and brought down well by Dinachandera. Just went over the side though, so Malaysia have possession again. Dinachandera will get the ball this time. Plays it down the sideline. Really tight, and it's dispossessed, and into the circle it goes, and India can't keep it in play. Long corner, opposite where it went out of play. Now the ball will come to Malaysia. Sheila Silverius, first ever player from Sabah to captain a Malaysian team. What an honour it is for him today. That's a special moment in Malaysian hockey history. No one from the state of Sabah has ever captained Malaysia at senior or junior hockey. Today, he does it for the first time. Wins another free hit. Tries to get inside the circle. He's got inside the circle. Stick goes flying, looks for a foot. And in the end, the decision goes against him. And it's a free hit to India. It's been a good first day to the tournament. Of course, you can catch the live stream of every single match throughout this whole week from Johor Bahru. That is courtesy to our sponsors, Curtin University, making tomorrow better. MyGo, your transportation solution here in Malaysia. Just download the MyGo app. And then Griffin, making impact since 1983. Thank them for their support. As here come India into the circle, looking to pull the ball back. Well, Malaysian player, yes, hit the ground, and that will be a card. And it is a yellow card. Just interesting to see if it's 5 or 10 minutes. I think it's probably just the 5. We've had no signal. To me, there was no doubt that that was just trying to stop the ball being played across the face of goal. So Pratap Lakra has the chance to pull a goal back for India from a penalty stroke. It was a good run. Shilanan Lakra causing problems again inside the circle. So Pratap Lakra against Hamiz, and he just pushes it to the left-hand side of the keeper, and India have pulled the goal back. So their comeback is underway. So not a bad time to score, still with 9 minutes till half-time. Penalty stroke gets them back in the match. I mentioned that they'd only had 2 goal draws, rather, these two teams, and they played, and one of those was in 2013 when both were really strong teams. That was a 3-3 draw. The other was in 2012. Also a 3-3 draw. Are we going to see a third today, or are we going to see a winner? Where this game's going, you feel there are more goals certainly to be had by both teams. So penalised that time is Hafizi Zainuddin, who has one of the goals. Sanjay over the ball for India. Sanjay carries it forward. Maninda beats one, gives it back to Sanjay, looking for the return pass. Penalty corner, India. So India with a second penalty corner. Can they make this the equaliser? Making his way down to inject his Vishnukant. So we have Mandeep Moore at the first battery. Goes to Mandeep, good save, very good save, Hamiz. Ahir, low down to his right-hand side. It's going to be another penalty corner, though. So, third of the match for India as they're looking across to the coach, and BJ Karyappa giving the signals, the man from Karnataka. So, second battery, Pratap Lakra. First battery is Mandeep Moore. They go to Mandeep again, and this time it is another good save from the keeper, Hamiz Ahir. There was no touch off a defender this time, well, apart from the keeper, that is. So it is a long corner. Comes wide now, Sanjay. Helps it down the line again. Gets the return pass to Sanjay. He didn't get it under control, and it bobbled up. I think it caught the back of his stick. No complaints from him. Players usually know. So Malaysia managed to withstand that as Arif Ishak plays the ball square. Silverius pushing it forward, trying to turn now is Sirman. Sirman loses that possession. Here come India once more. Really strong running, just checking the run. Here they come again. Dangerous now from Vishnukant along the baseline, looking to pull the ball back. Good defence from Malaysia, though. And that's not a bad ball. Malaysia need to get it out of their end, and it's 1 on 3. Akimullah, surely. Akimullah's, well, he thought he'd won a penalty corner. Must admit, I thought he had 2. Free hit, though, went the way of India. Infield, the ball comes now. Rabichandera plays it out wide. Sanjay gets it in turn from Maninda. Another free hit to India. Sanjay and Maninda combine once more. Sanjay looking to give it back to Maninda. Missed him this time. Good defence from Malaysia. Hafizi doing really well, but another free hit, and the coach not happy. Zani Nur Saiful was on the side. He had his hands up in the air in protestation. Sanjay self passes, shaped as if he was going to hit it into the circle first time. It's another free hit this time. I think Maninda says, give it to me. Sanjay drops off, comes to him now. To Maninda again. Maninda this time doesn't trap and apologises to Sanjay. Sanjay, just 18 years of age. He comes from the famous Sector 42 in Chandigarh. Produced so many great players in recent times. Rupinder Pal Singh is one that springs to mind. And Malaysia, well, they're playing with fire, trying to play it across the back line, and India closing them down really quickly. Very high press from India. Thrown to the air across the circle. Adam Mamat brings it down. India get a touch, appeals for maybe a little bit of danger or even a trip. India, though, get the ball under control. Maninda looks to try and find a way through. Gets a free hit again. Maninda self-passes, jinks inside. Looks to play it into the circle. Deflection was a good one, but it's cleared again by Malaysia. Silverius, short little pass from him down the sideline. It comes from Malaysia. Stolen back brilliantly. What a intercept that was from Gasabajit. Unfortunately, his pass was errant, and there's a foul coming. And an apology, I'm sure, from Rabichandera. He's got a card. Here goes, who, me? Sean Rappaport goes, yes, you. Sean Rappaport, who we believe had a motorcycle accident just before he arrived in Malaysia. But pleased to say he's still able to move down there. Not suffering the ill effects too much. The umpire from South Africa. Ball comes wide now to Mohammad Ishaq. Looking for the deflection. Good little touch, and that's a very good touch into the circle. A strong challenge just outside the circle that time from Izam Azhar. Looking to play on quickly into the circle. Amirul Azhar kept in play. Real determination being shown by Silverius. Again, Malaysia look to play on quickly. India defending determinedly. Finding his way around the back. Amirul, he's got another free hit for Malaysia. They would love another goal before the half-time break, just to give them that 2-goal cushion. This time, though, the decision goes against them. Izam Azhar, the player penalised. Just a little flick of the wrists and it comes across to Pratap Lakra. Oh, good pass again. A little bit of space for Malaysia as Muhammad Mamat. Mamat continues to go. 3 Indian players, he's beaten 2 of them. Oh, so close to getting the pass through. And now India get the chance to break out of defence, taking a tumble, but the pass managed to find Dilpreet. Dilpreet, though, holds things up and plays the ball square. Just behind play, just trying to see it's Shilanan Lakra who's just checking his face for any blood when he took that tumble. Must have just got clipped or something, either by a shoe or a stick as he fell. And unfortunately, ball played across the pitch and just catching the Indian foot. We've got a Malaysian player down now, injured. Didn't see what happened there, whether it was an ankle rolled. But certainly this doesn't look too good because the player straight away has said he's in trouble. And they're saying that he's going to need help coming off. Well, he's going off, managing to walk off. In fact, managing to jog off. Well, maybe it's not as serious as it originally looked, the way he went down. Okay, coming off is Shafiq Hassan. Comes wide now to Amirul Azhar. Nice turn coming from Shakir. Good deflection. Again, comes wide now to Amirul. Over the side it goes off the Indian stick, so Amirul can play on once more. Great intercept coming. So much of the play has been down this right-hand side for India. Oh, lovely skills being shown by Vishnukant. Vishnukant cuts in field, looking to just lay that ball off, but unfortunately Yashdeep was just on his heels. It was a little bit too far ahead of him. One thing we are seeing is the pace of Amirul. Number 12 for Malaysia. Certainly has got plenty of pace once he gets moving. He's been a player that we've been told is a star in the making, Amirul Azhar. Scored 26 goals in the Malaysian Junior Hockey League. 15 penalty corners, 10 field goals and 1 penalty stroke. Here come India again, looking for the equaliser before half-time. A really well-timed tackle again from Malaysia, who've defended superbly. In the corner, they take it again. 2 Indian players ready to pounce. Superb skills, but India have stolen it. And just as they were trying, well, they've got a free hit, so they'll be happy with that. Final seconds of this first half. Can India get an equaliser before the hooter goes? Played square, full stretch to get it under control. Mandeep Moore. Sanjay. That's another good block, although it was an illegal block. It was breaking up the attack and just slows the momentum. Dilpreet. He was trying to just spin there. Good defence once more from Malaysia. Now they've got the ball. Can they play it out? Shearman. He's played it back into the corner. Amirul. Oh, what a pass on the reverse stick, but it will be collected by Pratap Lakra. Trying to go through the gap. It was risky, and it just caught the feet, and the Malaysian players knew it. Hakim Mullah was about to set off and bear down on goal. I think it just caught the foot, though, of Abdurrauf. Mandeep Moore pushes it wide. Sanjay. Oh, lovely skills from Sanjay. Sanjay. Oh, he's beaten another one. And then finally a brilliant tackle from, well, it was just on the edge of the circle. Iskander Zainal with a really good tackle. Sanjay looked as if he was going all the way. He'd left two players behind him, beaten two players. And then just Zainal with a really well-timed tackle low to the ground. Chance to turn now for Ravichandra. Free hit to India. Push towards the circle. Good defence once more from Malaysia. Well, they're defending brilliantly. Their sticks are low to the ground at the edge of the circle. And we're going to see another card, and it's just trying to see in the floodlights. I can't see if that's green or I think it's green. It's the sheen of the floodlights making it hard to see. And Maninda is the player gone, and the Malaysian player, I think he landed fairly heavily on his knee. And again, we're asking for the physios to come on. I'm not sure where he was going. He was going back down towards Malaysia's 23-metre line before he started making a run towards the injured player. And once again, managing to get up on his feet rather. Use the stick as a walking stick. Certainly in a bit of pain. Half-time just moments away, so get some ice on it and they should be okay to come out for the second half and the third quarter. Just got to wait till the injured player has left the field of play, and then we can continue. He's going straight down, I think. Oh, I thought he was going straight down to the changers. In fact, he's going straight to the ice bucket, so makes sense. Ball comes wide now to Abdul Razak. Don't forget, India are down to 10 at the moment. Missed trap on the far side from Abdul Razak. India still trying to find an equaliser before the break. Ball played square to Sharda, and that will be the last pass of the first half. Well, India have managed to fight their way back in this match. They were trailing 2-0 at the end of the first quarter. Malaysia coming out of being so clinical, and then Malaysia now been defending superbly. But as we head into half-time, it is the host nation that still have the lead. It is India 1, Malaysia 2.
Do you love hockey as much as we do? At the Field Hockey label, our vision is to dress up hockey. Whether playing, training, or simply casual wear away from the pitch, the Field Hockey label supplies high-quality match and training attire. Long-sleeve tops and supporter wear, such as puffer jackets and track pants, polo shirts, and even business shirts. All of the Field Hockey label's gear can be custom-made to include club and sponsor logos, player names, and team numbers. The Field Hockey label, where if you love hockey like we love hockey, we guarantee you'll always feel the best dressed.
The home of Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. In fact, Curtin is recognised globally for providing courses with a practical focus, where students learn the skills to graduate career ready. Ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide, Curtin's innovative, exciting campus and learning environment offers an experience to last a lifetime. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today. The home of Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. In fact, Curtin is recognised globally for providing courses with a practical focus, where students learn the skills to graduate career ready. Ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide, Curtin's innovative, exciting campus and learning environment offers an experience to last a lifetime. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
The Malaysian players have finished their team talk, and no doubt their coach will be very happy with the way they've defended in the first half. Zaini Nur Saiful will be pleased with the way they've managed to keep India at bay. He'll be disappointed they've conceded a goal, and he will know that 2-1 is a very dangerous score, and they're going to have to be really on their mettle at the start of this third quarter, because India are going to come out flying at them. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. It'll just be interesting to see if they rotate their goalkeepers. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they will stick with Hamiz Ahir in goal, and he will be the preferred option for this game, one that they really, really want to win. Hamiz Ahir, who plays for the Pahang Sports School, MSP Thunderbolts. And Malaysia, well, they've played really well, and they've looked really dangerous on the counter-attack. They've got pace, there's no doubt about that. We're just seeing just to the left-hand side now, we can see the Indian players coming out of the dugout, and they are just in final conversation with their coaching staff. You can see them there now. There is their coach, Bijay Karyappa, the high-performance manager for Hockey India. He won the Asian Cup under-18s in 2016 with a lot of these players. So he knows the players and they know him, and it can make such a difference in a young player's development if you have the same coach who sees you through a number of years and knows you and has faith in you and learns how to communicate with you. So Sanjay has been involved in plenty. We've seen some good work as well from Vishnukant when he gets on the ball. The big question is, can India find a second goal from somewhere? They've got the forwards to score the goals, there's no doubt. But it's just India have struggled to get past the resolute defence of Malaysia. The referees now, or sorry, the umpires appear from down below us in the main stand. And so now we will be able to get the second half underway. I think there is just a conversation going on there between Zaini Nur Saiful and Sean Rappaport. No doubt just picking up on a bit of clarification on a decision. And no change to either goalkeeper. No real surprise there, because, as we said, this game is on a knife edge. It could go either way. And sometimes it can make a difference when you change your keeper. We saw Japan, their goalkeeper just struggled when they changed and to get to grips with the pace of the game in their match against Australia, and so they switched it back for the final quarter. Anyway, it will be India to get us underway. The whistle goes, so India can't start, and they do. Dilpreet goes back. So if you've just joined us, the results earlier today on day one of the 2019 Sultan Aslan Shah Cup. Australia beat Japan by 2-1. Great Britain beat New Zealand by 2-0. And of course, we now have Malaysia beating India at the moment by 2-1 with 2 quarters to play. And India are looking for an equaliser. Yeah, good deflection again, top of the circle. Really good defending again by Malaysia. That's a brilliant block, though, coming in from Dinachandra. Thrown to the air by Malaysia, but it will be picked up by Navin Chandra. Stolen back well straight away by India. Just delayed that pass. That was magnificent. Vishnukant was making a good run. Into the circle it goes. Malaysia got numbers there again, coming across to clear the danger. And India penalised. So good defensive work once more by Malaysia, in particular Iskandar Zainal, who didn't panic inside the circle. Put the block in and then just dribbled it out of danger. He'll receive the ball in the air now. That was a tricky pass to get under control. If that was cricket, he made it into a Yorker. Lovely skills into the circle, releases the pass, and it's going to go. Well, no, it's not going in because it caught a foot, and it will be a penalty corner. And there's a mystified look on the face of Shafiq Hassan. I don't think there's any doubt that caught the foot as it was heading towards goal. The only reason it wasn't a penalty stroke was the goalkeeper was behind the defender. So India now with their 4th penalty corner of the match. Can they convert? Gursabajit makes his way to the baseline. Once more, we see Mandeep Moore just measuring out his run. Alongside him is Pratap Lakra. Malaysian drummers try to put the Indians off. It comes out, goes to Pratap Lakra. Well, he flicked that high to the keeper's left-hand side. It didn't hit the back of the net, it hit the roof of the net. That was a magnificent drag flick by Pratap Lakra. And he has pulled India level. What a penalty corner. So Pratap Lakra gets his 2nd of the match. And he joins Aaron Hazel of Australia on 2 goals for the tournament. Well, that was a magnificent drag flick. Well, now we'll see how Malaysia react. And they've stolen possession and looking to go on the attack once more. India, though, steal it back. And really determined to get the ball back in possession was Mohammad Mamat. Good running now, coming from Mohammad Mamat. Into the circle it goes, and it's broken. It wasn't defended brilliantly. It just didn't, though, fall, unfortunately, for Malaysia, for Mahibuddin. So free hit now to India. You do feel this game has got goals in it still. Comes now to Gursabajit. Gursabajit looking to deflect that, and it's outside the circle. The defender deflected it towards goal, but not taking any chances was Hamiz Ahir. So over the side it will go. Taken now. Jina Chandara goes back to Pratap Lakra, the 2-goal hero at the moment. And that's missed by defenders and attackers alike. And goes out for a 16. A bit of a haze descending on the ground. I'm not sure if it's just the haze or whether someone's actually let off a flare somewhere that we missed. Wonderful atmosphere, good crowd as well here at the Tamandaya Hockey Stadium. India still possession, won back again by a determined Iskander Zainal. Plays the ball out onto the left-hand side. Malaysia keep possession. Over halfway they go. And that's, again, good defending this time from India, but one back, really good work by Sirman. Sirman has got a free hit just inside the 23-metre line. Just showed too much of the ball. Oh, given away. And that's bad because India were pushing up. Silverius, can he get inside the circle? He's just gone inside. We'll want to spin and maybe try and find a foot so Malaysia can get a penalty corner. It's hit, I thought, the Malaysian foot, and yes, the umpire agrees with me. So credit to India, good defending from them. Malaysia coach Zaini Nur Saiful has said that the focus with this group of players is very much on developing a team for the Junior Asia Cup, which will be in Bangladesh next year. And of course, in that tournament are places at the Junior World Cup, which will be held the year after. India, the defending champions of the Junior World Cup, having won it with Harendra Singh as their coach. India thought it was their free hit. Yashdeep tried to take it quickly, but the umpire very quick to tell him it's actually a Malaysia free hit. Thrown over the top. Aki Mullah, well, he was in behind if Mandeep Moore had not brought that down from the misty skies here at Tamandaya. Another really well-timed tackle. And the quality of the tackling in this match has been first class. Just timed to perfection, and we've not seen any nasty incidents. India carry forward once more. Mandeep Moore. Oh, what a pass that was as well. Danger now inside the circle. Oh, the shot on the reverse stick coming from Gursabajit. It was a long way wide in the end, but the way he managed to create space for himself to get the shot away was superb. Gursabajit was a player again who made his debut at the Sultan Aslan Shah Cup earlier in the year. Coach David John, who had stepped in to the breach just as the acting coach. He had spotted him along with Chris Sorello, the Australian who part of the coaching setup in India. And a penalty stroke, is it, has been awarded? I think it has. Oh no, maybe not. I just thought that the indication from Alex Fedzenchuk was that it was a penalty corner. He just wanted to talk to two of the players and was pointing at both of them at the same time. Severius misses that, coming back and stealing it back for India. Good work coming from Rahul. Sharda just leaves the ball behind. Receives it now, a little short pass from Pratap Lakra. Sharda made that look very easy, and it was a difficult bounce for Sanjay to bring under control, and it just bounced away. Maybe a little bit of tiredness creeping into the players' legs because they've been playing at helter-skelter pace. Sirman played it infield. There's danger now as the ball breaks for Yashdeep. Yashdeep releases it wide. Malaysia trying to get their feet out of the way. And in the end, a penalty corner is conceded. So India have a chance now to take the lead for the first time in the match. And that was why you saw the Malaysian players look up to the skies. So this will be a real test, especially after the last wonderful flick we saw from Pratap Lakra. Pratap Lakra is at the second battery once more. Mandeep Moore is at the first. You would think after the last flick you would go with Pratap Lakra. They do, although the whistle has gone, a player going early. That's not good news. It is Razak Abdul who's going to have to go to the halfway. So they're one defender down now. Malaysia gives a bigger target for Pratap Lakra to aim for. Is this where India take the lead? Oh, it's a mistrap at the top of the circle. They keep the ball alive inside the circle, across the face of goal, and it's fired home from close range. Shilanand Lakra gives India the lead in the end. Well, credit to them. They did not panic when it was a mistrap at the top of the circle, and they still managed to get the goal, and India, for the first time in this match, have the lead. Two goals in this quarter. We said that India were going to come out looking for the goals. They've got to. Not only have they got level, they've now gone ahead. So now it is the test of Malaysia to see what their character's like. The man who broke early smashes that one forward. It deflects off. Well, originally it was off an Indian stick and then jumping up to try and get a touch on it. And eventually playing it over the baseline was Abdul Rauf. Credit to India. They didn't panic when they were down, and they've just slowly, bit by bit, clawed their way back into this match. That is again a superb tackle. Really well done by Razak Abdul. Akimullah now on the ball for Malaysia. Akimullah, 2 Indian defenders ahead of him. Long corner won by Malaysia. Can they find an equaliser now? Waiting is Shafiq Hassan. Self passes. Plays it into the circle. Pratap Lakra brought it down well on the reverse stick, about waist height. Then he lifts it dangerously as he tries to clear. So it will be another free hit to Malaysia. Leaving it now for Razak Abdul. Ball comes back all the way into the defensive line. Iskander Zainal still very narrow down this side, and it's gone out of play. I thought off the stick of Silverius, and it has. Played on quickly by India. Oh, unfortunate. It was a good little run from Gursabajit down the side. Didn't keep it in play. That's another well-timed tackle. This time it comes, though, from Suman Bek. Suman Bek on the ball again. And India just slowing things down. Maninda goes back into the defensive line. Now Pratap Lakra on the ball now. Comes from hockey, Gangpo Odisha. Grew up in a village near Rourkela, which of course is the birthplace of the famous Dilip Turki. Just 19 years of age, and these 2 goals have really turned things around today for India. But is there a sting in the tail? Can Malaysia come back into this match? Here they come. A short pass played to Shafiq Hassan. Into the circle it goes, another long corner. Calling for the ball was Iskander Zainal. Places it directly opposite where it went out of play. Looking on the overlap. Instead he goes himself, plays it in. Two balls on the pitch, one get rid of it. And India again with a free hit. Pratap Lakra leaves it. Suman Bek plays it square. We'll come back to Suman Bek. Ooh, just ahead of the dangerous run from Muhibbuddin. Well, that was brilliantly watched and played out of play by Iskander Zainal. So we're getting close to the end of this 3rd quarter, which has been a very good one for India. Just caught the foot of Mandeep Moore. Chance now for Malaysia to play on quickly. Ball played in. Amirul. He's given possession away. Gursabajit just knocks the ball past him. Oh, a lovely turn and caught there. That would have hurt Shilanan Lakra. He's not the biggest of men, but he bounces up and gets on with things, just brushes himself off. Fortunately for India, that one just ran away from Uttam. Space for Suman Bek. Tries to flick it in the air. He's made a bit of a hash of that one, and Malaysia get the chance to counter-attack now. Arif Ishak. Good defence once more from India inside the circle, and from their captain Mandeep Moore. Calms things down. Aerial pass goes into the middle of the field. Taken away momentarily from Uttam. And it's Malaysia now from the side. Another good tackle coming in from the captain. Well, it was the Sultan of Johor Cup where Manpreet, the current captain of the Indian team, really stood up and showed his leadership capabilities. And so far, I know it's only the first game, but Mandeep Moore is showing a maturity beyond his years. And he's really leading by example as well. Very reminiscent of Manpreet. Manpreet, of course, very popular in Malaysia as well because his wife coming from these parts. Suman Beck, well-timed tackle again from him. He's really beginning to exert his influence on the game. Another slip sees possession given away, but just as Malaysia were looking to go on the attack, the hooter goes, and that is the end of the third quarter. A really good one from Malaysia. An outstanding penalty corner flick from Pratap Lakra, and then another goal from Shilanand Lakra means that it is India leading. It is India 3, Malaysia 2.
Of Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. In fact, Curtin is recognised globally for providing courses with a practical focus, where students learn the skills to graduate career ready. Ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide, Curtin's innovative, exciting campus and learning environment offers an experience to last a lifetime. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
The Indian players purposefully walking out onto the turf. This time they were the first ones out. Malaysia coming out. Is there a sting in the tail? Can Malaysia come back? The senior men's team known as the Malaysian Tigers. And you know what they say, never pull a tiger by its tail. So India to get the final quarter underway. A lot of people were saying coming into this tournament it was going to be between Australia, Great Britain and India. India get the final quarter underway. If India can hang on and win this, those three teams will have victories on the first day, which can make such a difference as you progress. The big test will be tomorrow, because they've all got to play again tomorrow, and how much energy have the teams used up today. Very humid conditions here in Johor Bahru. Shilanand Lakra into the circle. That is desperate defending. One back again by Shilanand Lakra. He hits the turf. Malaysia come up with the ball, trying to win it back and almost doing so, and in fact has done so. Good work from Vishnukant. Sabajit plays it back into the circle. At the back post, it was a really good run coming in. Good ball played in by Rabachandra. So Malaysia have withstood that first early attack. Now they get the chance to go on the attack themselves. Misdirected pass, unfortunately for them, from Adam Mamat. Rabachandra goes back into the defensive line. There's a little bit of space out wide now for Meninda. Meninda loves to run from there, plays it forward. What a touch from Dilpreet. Dilpreet mix up there. Now it comes to Dilpreet. He misses it completely and it catches his foot, and conversation goes on between him and I think it was Shilanand Lakra who was coming in, and they just got in a bit of a mix up there. Sirman goes back. Sirman now making his run up the sideline. Deflection forward. Well, the idea was a good one, coming coming from Mahubidin, but nobody was actually in that space. And Malaysia just need to try and go back to doing what they were doing in that first quarter. Don't try anything fancy, and that's missed out wide, so they'll get an easy ball from the sideline. Good collection in the midfield. That was good at full stretch from Mahubidin. Going through the middle, was that a foul? Well, not according to the umpire. I thought the Malaysian player was impeded. Oh, that is lovely skills in the end coming out of defence. But Meninda, as he just tried to play that ball infield, it was off the back of the stick, not the leading edge. So free hit to Malaysia. Into the circle it goes, the deflection goes all the way through, and that was well watched by Prashant Chauhan. Malaysia, good spell of pressure this at the moment. They want to come away with a goal. It's a good tackle, and it's an illegal tackle. Garsabajit. I think the first one was fine. It was then when the ball got caught between the two sticks. A little bit of back stick in there somewhere. Into the circle it goes, no touch. Well, the crowd were hoping, they were ready to cheer. Wasn't a bad idea. And certainly Izam Azhar was right in front of the goalkeeper. Good strong running from Meninda again, forcing a foul to come from Sirman. Meninda just checking with the umpire that he's happy with where he took it from. Garsabajit tries to turn but dispossessed. Now there's a little bit of space for Malaysia. The ball comes to Abdul Rauf. Abdul Rauf tries to find Akimullah. Akimullah, he's beaten Chauhan. Well, Chauhan took the man, and in fact it's a free hit going to India for a stick tackle, and we've got a player down, back play. I think it's just cramped one of the Malaysian players. Prashant Chauhan was off his line really quickly, and Akimullah went up in the air, and he's still feeling it a little bit. He's just crouched over his stick. You can just see him in shot there on the left-hand side. He landed very heavily. Akimullah, he was saying after the recent trip to Europe with the senior team, he needs to be more clinical. He was happy to have got goals, but he needs to get more. Played into the shins that time of Abdul Rauf. Pratap Lakra goes to the air and lifts it out onto the right-hand side. Mandeep Moore, captain, gets another free hit for his side. He'll take his time. Lovely pass. And unfortunately for Dilpreet, it will be another free hit to Malaysia. In the final 9 minutes of the match. Possession given away. Raul. Nice turn coming that time. And Raul helps it down the line. It's a lovely turn coming from Sudeep. Sudeep, who's a product of the government sports hostel Panposh. Another free hit one after a good dribbling from Raul. Well, that was lifted too high, so it'll be a Malaysia free hit. Lifted high and causing danger. So Malaysia on the attack again, and Unfortunately, as you get tired, Mohamed Ishak just missing that. He's now gone off for a bit of a rest. And replacing him, coming straight back on, is Skandar Zainal. Meninda is getting through a tower of work in this quarter. 1 minute he's on attack, the next minute he's in defence. Mandeep Moore, into the goal it goes, but there was absolutely nobody inside the circle, but it did take a deflection further up the field, so it will be a long corner. Meninda takes it into the circle, deflected over the baseline once more, this time off the stick of Arif Ishak. So Dinachandara goes back again for India. Mandeep Moore. Deflected out over the side once more by Arif Ishak. He is stepping up. He is played for the senior Malaysian side, so much expected of him. Meninda, good stick work again. Cuts infield. Meninda's beaten one, tries to beat two, and then runs over the baseline. Must to make credit to the Indian players. They've occasionally felt decisions haven't quite gone their way, but there's been no bickering, no arguing. They've just got on with things. Really good to see. In fact, both teams have been superb at that in this match. Malaysia, the ball now with Amirul. Amirul takes a tumble, and it's going to be a yellow card. So India are now down to 10. Not Adam Mamat, Dinachandara. Didn't go 5, I don't think, before it went inside the circle. That's why we've got the free hit. So India, how can they react being a man down for most of the rest of this match as they come forward on the attack once more? Malaysia, they have a man advantage. Can they make it count? Just wonder at this level whether it does make a big difference. We saw, though, in the game Great Britain v New Zealand, it did make a difference. When they were down to 10, that's when Great Britain got their goal. Malaysia look to get on with it quickly again. Peels for a foot, and it's given. Mohamed Mamat just letting the ball roll onto his foot. Malaysia get possession again. Dilpreet got a touch, but Severius has won it back and then lost it again. It's just a little bit too short, the pass to Gursabajit. Pounced on, and Malaysia come forward once more. Great running this time from Sirman. Sirman stopped, top of the circle. Slips the ball down the line and taken out. A long corner given. I think Sharda was a little bit lucky. I think, to be fair, the Malaysian player was looking for the challenge that was coming towards him. He went up in the air and landed again heavily. But the best that Malaysia could get from that is a long corner. Sirman, who made the good run at the top of the circle, over the ball now. Wasn't the best of passes behind his teammate, now drilled in. And India keep it in play as it looked as if it was going to go over the baseline. Hemmed in the corner, great skills again. Really well played that time by Dilpreet. So India eating up time at the moment, just taking a touch so they weren't penalised for time wasting. Goes off over the side. Malaysia needing a little bit more urgency now as time is beginning to ebb away. Lovely skills being shown again there by Sudi. It's gonna break for Dilpreet. Dilpreet, top of the circle. 2 Malaysian players around him look to play the ball through, and unfortunately it's hit the captain's foot. Silverius slaps his thigh in frustration. He knows better than anybody that he really needed to make sure it was a good contact. Dilpreet so dangerous, top of the circle. 6th penalty corner for India now. And they've scored from 2. Coming on with the instructions is Sanjay. Sanjay is a drag flicker himself, and he's taken up the position. Alongside him at the second battery is Mandeep Moore. Will they go with Sanjay now? Sanjay leaning on his stick. Mandeep pulls away. It will be... Well, in fact, India is saying that the injector dummied. So he has been sent to the halfway line. That is Gursabajit. So Sanjay and Mandeep Moore again. Shift to the right. It's going to be Sanjay into the shins of the first runner, claiming it was stick. Amirul Azahar says it was his stick. I was convinced it was his shins, to be honest. And certainly Alex Ferenchuk is convinced as well. So another penalty corner for India. Sanjay still at the first battery. They go to him again. It's a good trap. Good save as well. Very good save this time from Hamid Zahir. Malaysia lose possession on halfway. India just needing to eat up time. The coach just telling Shardad to keep going. Shardad does just that. Releases the ball. Now it's Dilpreet. Dilpreet, top of the circle, plays it square. There's space there. Beats one. Shot blocked. Good defence again, but a penalty corner in the end goes the way of India. As there's hugs and high fives all around, but that was really patient build-up. And great to see Dilpreet so aware of the player out wide and feeding it to a man in better space. Player out wide was Rahul, who didn't manage to get the shot away. Now it's Sharda lining up at the first battery. Mandeep Moore alongside him. Sharda looked really good in practice, I have to say. They go to Mandeep Moore. He's flicked it low and wide to the right-hand side. It's gone wide of the goal. So I think for a second I thought Malaysia were looking to pull their keeper. Just wanting to fix his gear is Hamiz Ahir. His mitts off, but play is going to continue. Of course, it was the final here in 2014 where goalkeeper took his helmet off with 2 minutes to go and got carded. I think it was Vikash Dahea from memory. Made it a very interesting final couple of minutes. Good steal, and there's a chance for India. Good pass forward. What a tackle that was. Well, Shardak coming back just as the shot was about to be taken. And that is why they have the phrase, he who hesitates is lost. Another good block to prevent the ball going in from Amirul. India coming forward. That was a very, very important touch coming there from Mohammad Ishaq. Malaysia, oh dear me, they've given possession away. Shilanand Lakra advances. Shilanand Lakra pushes it, edge of the circle. Well, it was well played. On his heels as well. Shakir Nazrul did really well at the edge of the circle. Can Malaysia find an equaliser? They're trying hard, but at the moment it's just blue shirts everywhere the minute they get around the circle. India, you've got to give them credit the way they fought back in this match. That will be a 16, so Malaysia again will have possession. There's not much time left. Oh dear, given away again. Good interchange. Dilpreet, he's got space. Dilpreet back post and deflected in. Dilpreet unselfish as ever, and it is Uttam who gets a fourth for India. And it was a dreadful mistake at the back, just giving possession away to Uttam. Fed it to Dilpreet, and that is harsh for Malaysia, who've been in this game throughout, and now they're going to lose by 2-goal margin, when really they should never have gone by that amount. Well, can they lift and just find one consolation goal before the end? The mistake was coming from Arif Ishak as he tried to go to the air. He never got underneath it as he tried to scoop it forward and just gave it to Uttam. Given away again in midfield. It's all beginning to fall away for Malaysia, which is sad after such a good performance. Sanjay bursting forward now. Sanjay offloads, and unfortunately for him, mistrap there, and the ball goes out of play. And Meninda, you don't see him mistrap that often. So off the inner knee of Uttam, and there is the hooter, and it's arms raised from India. They had to do it the hard way. They were 2-0 down at the end of the first quarter, and Malaysia were rampant, but gradually they clawed their way back in. 2 goals from Pratap Lakra, 1 from Shilanand Lakra, and a final one in the final minutes scored by Uttam after good combination with Dilpreet. Means that India have come out on top, and they have won by 4 goals to 2. So the final day's results, just to run through them on day one: a 2-1 victory for Australia over Japan, a 2-0 victory for Great Britain over New Zealand, and finally India 4, Malaysia 2.
Of Australia's men's and women's hockey teams is Curtin University in Western Australia, where students get to develop their skills alongside the world's best. In fact, Curtin is recognised globally for providing courses with a practical focus, where students learn the skills to graduate career ready. Ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide, Curtin's innovative, exciting campus and learning environment offers an experience to last a lifetime. Find out more at curtin.edu/international and join Curtin today.
Do you love hockey as much as we do? At the Field Hockey label, our vision is to dress up hockey. Whether playing, training, or simply casual wear away from the pitch, the Field Hockey label supplies high-quality match and training attire. Long-sleeve tops and supporter wear, such as puffer jackets and track pants, polo shirts, and even business shirts. All of the Field Hockey label's gear can be custom-made to include club and sponsor logos, player names, and team numbers. The Field Hockey label, where if you love hockey like we love hockey, we guarantee you'll always feel the best dressed.